Hey YouTube, hey bold and beautiful fans, what do the spoilers say for September 9th to the 13th? Well, the characters are going to be dealing, of course, with the aftermath of all of the events that took place with Luna and this big crisis with Steffy and the rescue and everything, so everyone's going to react to that. And I'm curious to see if we'll get reactions from RJ. RJ, of course, has been in a relationship with Luna for the past year, so I think it would be good to see how he reacts to his girlfriend turning out to be the culprit, right? The one responsible for Tom and Hollis and more crimes, framing her mother and holding Steffy captive and all of that. Steffy is RJ's sister, so there's definitely a lot of reaction and drama that we can see. And Deacon too, what about Deacon, right? Deacon's been wondering who was responsible for this, and he knew something was off about it, so finding out that it's Luna is definitely going to be a shock for Deacon. So we'll see if we see Deacon and Sheila this week. The spoilers don't really indicate that we'll see Deacon, but maybe we'll see some scenes where he's reacting, and hopefully we'll see RJ reacting too. But spoilers say that the Forresters celebrate Steffy's safe return this week, and all of this ordeal and the torment that Steffy went through with Luna being locked in the cage, Finn's rescue, and of course Lee able to stop Luna, and Luna has now been stopped, but now they have to pick up the pieces, and Steffy has to deal with some very possible trauma now. But it looks like Steffy's gonna be all right. They're gonna have a little get together at Eric's. And of course, Finn and Steffy will express their love and commitment for each other. And it really looks like Sin, right? Steffy and Finn have become this super couple, so it doesn't look like anything is going to be able to come between them. Not even Hope, right? Hope and that kiss is kind of what was the catalyst for Steffy wanting to leave, and that led her to Bill's place where she saw Luna kissing Bill, and we all know what happened after that. So I'm wondering if, Taylor and Steffy herself are gonna blame Hope for causing all of this. Maybe Finn too a little bit, so we'll see. Hope will assure Brooke that she has a handle on her feelings for Finn, but Hope has kind of said that and hinted at that in the past, and then she kissed Finn, so we'll see what's going on with Hope. There's one idea, one theory that maybe Hope has a brain injury, and that's what is making her deal with these feelings and acting on impulse. Okay, like maybe having a brain tumor. Okay, we've seen characters have those types of situations in the past, so are they going in that direction with Hope? Is Hope going to have a medical crisis of some kind that would explain her rash behavior? Spoilers say that Taylor warns Steffy about Hope this week, and that Brooke fights for Hope's honor with Taylor. So look for some clashing there. In the preview, we definitely see Taylor and Brooke going at it, and it looks like more feuding between Steffy and Hope as well, and Steffy telling Hope that she won't allow Hope to become like her mother, okay? So we'll have to see how they navigate through another confrontation, another argument. If any progress is made there, it doesn't look like there's going to be any progress at all. Steffy and Hope just are never going to see eye to eye on things. Taylor is going to tell Brooke that Hope is targeting Steffy's family. Where do you think she learned that from? Okay, so the tension is rising. Look for them to have a heated argument. But of course, when it comes to Hope, Finn has no interest in Hope. He's 100% devoted to Steffy. So, we talked about in the past how this would happen, how Hope and Finn might happen. It would have to be a misunderstanding, or Steffy would have to maybe push Finn away and he would have to be alone, and then Hope would comfort him or something like that, some sort of scenario like that. But that does not look like that's what's going to happen. It looks like Finn and Steffy are very strong, probably stronger than they've ever been, especially after the Luna crisis. So it doesn't look like Hope is going to be able to get her man when it comes to Finn. So Hope is probably going to have to deal with this, get over this. Could this be a health issue, something to do with her migraines, her headaches? I don't know. Does she have a brain injury? We'll have to see what the future brings for Hope. And speaking of Hope and hope for the future, there might not be much future left for Hope for the future, because this week Carter, Eric, and Steffy are also going to give some difficult news to Hope. about her fashion line. So it looks like things are really going downhill now for Hope for the future. The line hasn't been the same without Thomas. And of course, they gave an extension, right, to Hope for the Future, more quarters, but looks like the numbers aren't up there. And if Eric is involved now, then things are really bad because Eric has always been a supporter of Brooke and Hope. So if he's involved, then maybe the numbers are really on the decline. And it looks like they might have to shelve or put Hope for the Future on the back burner. So we'll see. And there's one theory, there's an idea out there too, that maybe Hope will start her own fashion line. Maybe with Bridget returning soon, that maybe we'll see Bridget and Hope do something, but that's just speculation. I don't think that's gonna happen. I would love to see something like that happen. I would love to see Hope get away from Forrester Creations and go do her own thing and get away from the dysfunction, right, of the constant, combativeness and the rivalry with Steffi all the time. But it looks like Hope's gonna stay there. One theory that I had though is that maybe she would go and work at Il Giardino with her father Deacon, but the show needs this tension between Steffi and Hope, so they're gonna probably find a way to keep Hope at Forrester Creations, so we'll see, but it's not looking good for Hope's fashion line. So will this be the end for Hope for the Future? And will this create a bigger problem for Hope? Will she spiral if they do have to cut her line or put it on the back burner? Stay tuned. But Taylor is going to blame Hope, it looks like, for a lot of this and her behavior. So that was one thing I was wondering about Taylor. Will she blame Hope for everything that happened with Steffi, right? And Steffi prompting Steffi to leave because of Hope's kiss with Finn. So things could definitely get heated this week and between Steffi and Hope and Taylor and Brooke. So stay tuned as these familiar rivalries escalate this week. But back with Bill and Poppy are gonna try to make sense of all the events that transpired with Luna and try to figure out what's next for them as a couple, okay? And of course in the preview we see Lee telling Finn that she's worried that things will never be the same between Bill and Poppy. And are we looking at maybe a wrap on Luna, on the Luna character, and maybe on the Poppy character? Will we see them, or will they be off canvas going forward? Stay tuned for that. But Will this week is definitely going to attempt to play matchmaker, try to get his parents together. So we'll see what Will has in mind. Is there any hope for Bill and Katie? Of course, Bill for years, right, the last several years has been trying to get back with Katie, but Katie was not interested because she believes that Bill will always love Brooke over her. But it looks like things have changed a little bit with Bill being with Poppy. Maybe that rekindled some of Katie's feelings for Bill. But Will, of course, we'll see him this week. And we wondered what storylines Will would be in when we found out months ago that he'd be returning. So it looks like playing matchmaker is going to be something that Will is going to be engaging in very soon. So stay tuned for that. What's Will gonna plan? Will he try to plan a dinner for his parents, maybe the way Douglas did with Thomas and Hope, several months ago, maybe planning a dinner there. So we'll see what Will has in mind, but him and Liam will also share some of the same feelings about Bill and Poppy and Katie. So stay tuned, and Luna. So stay tuned to see Will and Liam, the two brothers, kind of catching up. And of course, Bill's gonna lean on Liam this week too, so look for Liam to offer some advice to his dad and maybe a pep talk as Bill tries to process his feelings and his guilt over everything that's happened with Poppy and Luna. But it's going to be another exciting week as the characters deal with the aftermath of the Luna crisis and everything that happened. Is this the end of the Luna character? Is that a wrap? What about Bill and Poppy? Will their relationship survive, or was the Luna stuff too much to overcome? And we'll see if Will can get his parents back together. Will's going to play matchmaker this week. The rivalries are going to escalate between Brooke and Taylor, of course, and Steffi and Hope. It looks like Hope's fashion line is on the line. So stay tuned to see all of the juicy drama and the reactions that the characters will have to all of the things that happen with Luna. So you won't want to miss a moment. Keep it right here. And I'll have more updates coming. And hey, if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.